Above the clouds, where thunder sleeps and storms are born, stands a throne of lightning. It is not just power. It is authority, commanding, divine, and absolute. This is the realm of Zeus, the king of the Greek gods, worshipped, feared, and often misunderstood. Zeus was more than a storm god. He was the force that held Olympus together. Today, we're diving into the legend of the Sky Father, the god who ruled from above but came from struggle below. Zeus was born to the titans Cronus and Rhea, during an age when the world was ruled not by gods, but by ancient, brutal forces of chaos. Cronus, paranoid and cruel, feared a prophecy that one of his children would overthrow him, just as he had once done to his own father, Uranus. So, as each of his children were born, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon, he swallowed them whole. But when Zeus was born, Rhea could bear no more. She hid her newborn in a cave on the island of Crete, replacing him with a swaddled stone. There, in secret, Zeus was raised by nymphs and fed by the goat Amalthea. When he came of age, he returned not with vengeance, but with purpose. With cunning and courage, he forced Cronus to disgorge his siblings. And united, the children of Rhea rose against their father. Thus began the Titanomachy, a divine war that raged for 10 long years, shaking the very bones of the cosmos. In the end, the Titans were defeated, imprisoned in Tartarus, and the world was reborn. To divide the realms, the three brothers Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades cast lots. Hades drew the underworld, Poseidon claimed the sea, and Zeus drew the sky. From his throne on Mount Olympus, Zeus reigned over gods and mortals alike. But his rule was not one of tyranny, it was one of balance, of keeping the cosmic order, known to the Greeks as Dike. Though quick to anger and fierce in punishment, Zeus was also the protector of justice, hospitality, and oaths. He wielded the thunderbolt, forged by the Cyclopes, a weapon of unimaginable force. With it, he struck down the rebellious, the wicked, and those who defied the natural order. But Zeus was not just a god of wrath, he was also a god of law, judgment, and mercy. He presided over the heavens, ensuring the sun rose and the stars remained in their courses. He was the god of kings and the king of gods. And while his love affairs became the stuff of legend and controversy, each union with goddesses and mortals alike often produced new forces of fate and destiny. From Athena, born fully armored from his head, to Apollo and Artemis, twins of light and hunt, Zeus' children were many and mighty. But his wife was Hera, queen of the gods. Their union was stormy, both symbolic and turbulent, embodying the eternal tension between order and chaos, male and female, fidelity and power. Zeus was more than a ruler. He was a symbol of authority, of divine justice, and the unbreakable sky above. In every thunderclap, the ancients heard his voice. In every oath sworn, his presence was invoked. Temples to Zeus stood across the Greek world, at Olympia, Dodona, Nemea, where priests interpreted his will through omens, oracles, and sacred trees. He was known by many names: Zeus Olympios, god of the heights; Zeus Xenios, protector of guests; Zeus Horkios, guardian of oaths. And yet, despite his grandeur, Zeus was not infallible. He could be jealous, vengeful. His wrath could burn as hot as the sun. But to the Greeks, he was necessary. The world needed thunder. It needed law. It needed someone to hold the heavens in place and keep the gods from falling into chaos. That was Zeus, not perfect, but essential. In myths, he often intervened to help, to punish, or simply to maintain the balance of fate. He turned into animals to approach mortals, hurled bolts to destroy monsters, and punished pride with divine fury. Yet he also rewarded loyalty, upheld justice, and ensured that cosmic balance endured. In modern tales, Zeus is often painted as arrogant or flawed. But in truth, he was the sky itself, distant yet ever-present, feared yet revered. His power was not in conquest, but in command. He didn't just rule Olympus, he embodied it. So the next time you see lightning split the sky, remember, it's not just a storm. It's a reminder of the God who watches from above. the one who held back chaos, punished hubris, and kept Olympus standing. This is Zeus. Want more Greek mythology? Subscribe. Thanks for watching.